Hello, I'm Professor Toybox, and I'm back for the next episode of my Disneyland build. Joining me today is Jessie from Toy Story, and we're going to build Main Street. So that's going to go right over here, and the first thing we're going to need to do, we're going to need some more terrain. So we'll come out over here, and I'm going to go ahead and re-theme this block, even though I've already done that, but just so that it will automatically put down the new terrain in that theme. And then we'll exit Spark Mode and come up to the terrain drawer. And I'm going to go to the right and pick up that large terrain block right here. We're going to drop this down right on the end of that other block. And I want to orient this in such a way that it's oriented the same way as that other one. So I think that's right. Yeah, because the shapes don't line up that way, so we'll do that. And I'm going to put down 2 of these. And that will get us almost all the way up to the castle. Next thing we'll do is put in the street. And we'll come up to the racetrack pieces. And we're going to grab this very long racetrack. And we'll turn it this way, and I'm going to line it up right with the center of those 2 little pieces right there. Just like that. And once again, we'll theme this to be the pirates' terrain. So just like that. And then we're going to need 1 more of those, and then 1 of these next size smaller pieces. And that will take us up to the hub. So there we have Main Street. Oops, not that way. I want to go down. So building sets group 3 is where we find all of the Main Street USA buildings. And we're going to start over here on this corner with this little corner piece. And actually, before I put that down, let me come down to the blocks drawer, because I want to make sure this sidewalk is 2 blocks wide. And I'll put down 2 blocks on either side. And I'm just putting these in temporarily to make sure I leave enough room for the sidewalk. And then this piece is going to fit in here right like that, I believe. Yep. And actually, that might need to go a little bit further. Nope, that's too far. So yeah, we're right where we gotta be. Okay. And then we'll put another one right over here on this side. Just like that. And now that we have the spacing right, we can take these blocks back out. And this way, we have cobblestone for the road. And we've got a different texture for the sidewalk, and I don't actually have to use any memory putting in sidewalk pieces. I'm using the terrain underneath, so that's just a little nice memory saving tip. So let's start back here now with this little alleyway, and I'm going to put down this little building just like that. And then I'd like to put this one in, but that other one's going to be in the way. So let's slide this one back. And actually, I kind of don't like the white on either side of that. So we'll use this block instead. I think that'll look nicer. Now we'll line this one up there, and that has enough room to sit in there. And the fact that that block is kind of sticking out in the back doesn't matter. The player will never see that. And let's go ahead and continue down this side of the street. So we'll put 2 of these in here, like this. And thinking we'll probably just put the buildings in first. Then we'll come back and put the decorations on here. So we'll put another block back here like this. And I'm thinking we want to do that for the back of the alley, because it's not going to go the full width. I need more than just one block back there. If I put just one block, it's not quite enough. So that should give me enough space. And we'll see if I've got the spacing right here in a minute. As soon as we get up to the edge over there. All right, so then we'll put down another yellow building here. And we'll put down this little cafe looking building right here. And then another corner right there. And I'm looking at my screenshot, and that's the right spacing, so I like that. And then on the back side of this, we'll put down one of those. So that's it for that side of the street. Now we'll come over here and work on this side. And I'm going to grab this little block here. And I'm going to stick this out here. And it looks like we're going to need one more terrain block. So let me put that down. And then we'll come back down to the terrain drawer. And I don't need a huge block here. And really, even just that one might be sufficient. Just need enough for this little floor area. And once again, I want to line these up as best as I can. So I think that's the closest to that other one over there. And I'm building this little alley back here where the parade goes in and disappears. In case you're wondering what this is. So we'll put this block here. And we'll put, let's see. Let's come back over here and go this way. I think might be more efficient. So I'm going to grab another one of these yellow buildings. Put that here. Another thin building right here. And then we'll put these buildings in like this. So now we have our little alleyway back there. And coming around the corner, the next piece we'll put down is this blue building. And then another one of these little cafe pieces. And then around the corner, we'll put in two of these green ones. Nice and narrow. I like those. And now this has to be a little bit wider. And I want this to kind of line up with the edge of this so that that yellow building is in the same spot on the other side of the street, which means this building has to sit right there, just like that. And we'll go ahead and put down another one. See, we'll flip it around so that those windows are kind of hidden. And that's where the toy box door will go for the Hidden Mickey quest. So that's good. All right, and then we'll pick up another one of these little cafe-looking pieces. And we're going to need something back here to plug that gap. So we'll put that one in. And then this one should sit directly across the street from that one. And that's good, except that it's not lined up here. So let's make sure it's lined up, which means this one has to come out. And that means this one has to slide out a little bit, like that. There we are. And continuing down the street, we'll do another one of these little narrow green buildings. And I really like these cafe ones, so we'll do another one of those, and then another one of these yellow ones. And then coming around the corner, since this is a restaurant over here at the park, I thought that would be an ideal one to do. And then go ahead and, I guess those are the same either way. Let's see. I would really like to use that, except it's got that door on either side, and we're going to have some foliage over here on this end. So I kind of would like to have something that's got windows on all three sides. So the only thing I see that we can really use is this one. So I'm going to do it like that and like that. And it's kind of a shame because the windows on there are using up some extra memory, but that's really the only way I can get brick and brick to be there like that. Okay, so there's Main Street. And now it's just a matter of adding in some details. So let's start with these roofs. And we'll come over here and put one down on top of here. And let me make sure on my screen grab that I put that down in the right orientation. Yep, that's the right way. With the window facing towards the entrance. And this one will be the same way. This one will be the same way. That one, same way. Then we need a little bit of roof in here to kind of plug that a little bit. And I want to put a little bit of roof over here so that that hole doesn't look too bad. So that looks good. And if you've got the memory, you can put roof on all of these, but since I don't, and I'm going to be maxing this out, I'm not going to put too many roofs down on here. So we're going to put one here, one here, one over here, and then once again, make sure that's lined up. There like that. And then I left all the rest of those uncovered. Let me just double check that. Oh, there is one more I did. So down here we got one on that building, and we got one on the other side, right over here. Like that. And that's the only set of roof pieces that I've got. Okay. Next up. Over on this side, we're going to put down this red shed roof. Just like that. So that's good. And then coming down this way, there's nothing else on that side of the street. Over here, however, in front of this building, we've got, let's see, actually in front of that building, we've got this one. That's kind of nice. That sits right in there underneath those window boxes, so I like that. And that kind of helps give the building a little bit of character, makes it different from the other ones that we're using along the street that look like that. So that's good. Now up under building sets, is it building sets? No, it's set pieces. We have the Monsters University gate. There it is. And the reason I was particular about how this was put together was because this needs to sit right in here, just like this. And Let me grab my screenshot, make sure I don't put that back too far. Yeah, we either need to cover up that window or we need to go back pretty far. I think actually I put it there like that. All right, that's about the closest thing we have to that little gate that leads back in there where there's some tables. So this is starting to look pretty good. We'll add some more details though. So I'm going to slide over here and we'll put in some lamp posts. And the first lamp post is going to go right down here. Just like that. The next lamp post is going to go right over here. Let me see here. I think right about there. And I'm trying to make sure these are evenly spaced, so I got to make sure I put them where I had them. So if I come back over here, that's about the same distance. Okay, so that's good. And then the next one, there is no next one. All right, and then on the opposite side of the street, these are halfway between the other ones. So this one is going to go right here. And actually goes right there. In the middle of that window. And the next one goes in the middle of this alley. And then the next one goes right on the border there. And again, I spaced these out before. So just trying to make sure they're in the same spot. And then the trash cans, let's see, this is going to sit better if we put it just like that. And we'll put another one on the other side of the street. Over in front of here. And again, you don't want to go crazy with these, but you need a few of them. Yeah. And there's a couple of trees here on Main Street as well. And these would be Fantasy Terrain 4. And the first one is going to be right over here, about this point. And I'm going to go ahead and theme this. This is going to be, yeah, I got to upgrade Jesse. All right, and I want to turn that actually so it's facing a little bit different direction, I think. Yeah, I want to face it the other way around. So we'll go ahead and set this back. And I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees. Not that it really matters to you, but I just really like these things to be the way they were, the way I had them in my other one. Okay, so there's that one, and then there's one down on the other side of the street, over here, and I shouldn't have themed it. Let's go ahead and put this back. I shouldn't have set that to be my theme because it's got to be this smaller size in order to place it. So this is going to sit right there. We'll turn it like that. There we are. So that's starting to look really good. I like that a lot. And down on this end, let's go ahead and add a few more plants in here. And I think it's this piece that I'm interested in. So if I go ahead and style this, yeah, that's the one I want. So we'll set that to be my theme there. Oops, wrong button. Nope, I just applied it. That's all right. This one's going to line up with the edge of the pavement over here. Now we'll set that to be our theme. And then we'll put another one over here on this corner, just like that. And what did I have over on the other side? Okay, on the other side we had one of these. And I think that's the right one. Yep. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then I put one of these over here on the corner, just like that. And that blocks in the seating area here at the end of the main street, just before you get to the hub. So now a few more decorations. We'll come up to Building Sets Group 3, and I'm going to add in some of these red striped umbrella tables. And it doesn't really matter where they sit, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screenshot anyway, just because I'm really anal about that. All right, so this one's going to sit about here, and then I got another one about right there, and another one back over here, and one over here. And they don't have to be too perfect. Actually, I might even pull this one back a little bit just to make it look a little bit more interesting. And then we need some over here as well. And for these, we have one sitting right over here on this creek, this crack. Another one right over here. One up over here. And one like that. And actually, I think that's over too far. I think I did. No, I had it like that. This other one back here is over too far. There we go. Okay, so now we got a nice little cafe taking shape there. We've got one over here, so that looks pretty good. And what's left, I think, I think that's just about everything, actually. I'm just reviewing my screenshot here. I think that's it. And with that, Main Street USA is done. Next week, we'll move on to the hub, and then we'll build the park in the middle of the hub, along with Sleeping Beauty's castle. You won't want to miss that. So be sure to subscribe to my channel or follow me on my blog if you haven't already done that. Also, leave a comment to let me know what you think of my new Disneyland series so far. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching my video today. I'll see you next time.